Well, cracky, Billy. It's in time for another show. It's been a while, yeah. Hey, yeah, we got the whole holidays and stuff going on, but we got a show here. Dark Milo, he's probably going to have us play more wrestling. We're getting really good at commentating that stuff. Oh, yeah, it's really good stuff here. And we'll turn on the viewfinder and see how Milo's doing. How you doing, Dark Milo? Oh, cracky, Billy. Cracky. Oh, no. Oh, Derek Milo, you're in a box. What did he say? He said the muffins are back. I don't understand. The Muppets are back. I don't think the Muppets are back. I don't. Oh no. I'm back. I'm the man behind the mask. And I'm out of control. He's back. The man behind the mask. And he's out of control. Okay, enough singing. I'm making fun of this little guy in the box. It's so funny. You know what's so funny? You think when people come back from vacation, they should be relaxed. They should be back in the groove for work. Someone like me, it just stresses me the hell out. I just don't want to go back to work. Okay, so you guys are in for a lot of pain. Oh, Mr. Pennypacker, we didn't do anything wrong. Well, maybe that's the problem. You see, no, you guys are in a lot of trouble. First, I come back to the ship to see my beloved little niece of the Pennypacker clan here, tied up to a gurney here. Okay, she's just a little girl. She's telling me about you guys are throwing decapitated heads at her. I think there's going to be some pain, and I gotta say I thank you for that, because I like reasons to hurt people. And in the case of you two numbskulls, you're gonna pay. There's gonna be some blood. There's gotta be a quart or two. There's gonna be a quart or two of that gasoline. Oh, hey, his villainy knows no end. Someday. Wow, it's not gonna be in any day of the week. It's never gonna be any day of the week for you, Billy. And as for you, Glenn, no, it's not even gonna be any second. What you're going to be doing today is, remember when I went on vacation last time, came back, and I totally mind screwed you guys so good? Sorry, we're still on YouTube. I gotta be a little careful with the F bombs. Little F bombs. Sometimes I'm more creative when I come back from vacation. Much more me. I get too nice sometimes if I haven't taken a vacation. Sometimes a vacation does the opposite. Makes me a 5-star villain. That's the way it is. He's in the box. He's not coming out. I may very well delete him by the end of the show. I don't know. I'll think about it. Keep mumbling. I love it. So you're going to be playing a game where you're going to get to be a chance to become a king. Oh, crikeys, Billy. If we're talking about country management, we're not exactly. That didn't go well last time. Oh, it didn't go well at all. It didn't. But don't worry, because I don't want you guys to be staring at a screen for hours. That is horrible for content. So, for the first show, I'm going to be sitting with you for the first time and explain things, because I kind of want you guys to have a shot at this. I don't want you guys to be blinking around, and it's driving me nuts. I haven't played this game in a long time myself, so this is going to be there's going to be some like learning lessons with this one. It's called Lord of the Realms 2. It's a PC game from the 90s. Really, we're going vintage here tonight. Vintage PC. This was actually probably the first PC game I owned outside of Myst and Riven. That was like the first games I remember. I got my computer. I got a bunch of other games, but I got like Myst, and there was a 2-pack of Myst and Riven. But then the other game was Lord of the Realms, because I was like, oh yeah, that's what I want. It wasn't something where, and it was really cool because it came with all of the like instruction manuals. Well, we'll talk about when we play the game, guys. So we'll go head over there right now. Okay, numbskulls. Okay, you ready, Glenn and Billy? Yeah, we ready. Well, I'm ready. I'm a bit nervous. Of course you are. Of course you're gonna be nervous. You're playing something you never played before. You're playing an old PC game. I'll let you know. I will let you know this project probably couldn't happen in most cases on a lot of things, because like on the Steam Deck it just doesn't work. I tried desktop mode with a mouse and keyboard. Nope, you don't. It doesn't pop up. On game mode, it just kind of. It's just like it plays like in a tiny little section of the screen. It's impossible to see. Yeah, it's pretty much the answer. This thing isn't optimized to the people who did this game. They left this scene a long time ago, and you probably asked them. You asked some of them. What you do a Steam Deck version? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm past that in my life. I don't need any more Lord of the Realms. I mean, you got Age of Empires now. And that's true. We're watching an old ass cutscene. Oh, cracky crackies, it is. It's very, very old school. Oh, this is the school, all right. An old school of just FMV, grainy FMV. And, there was a time where, you laugh at this now, but you gotta remember back then, it wasn't normal for video games to kind of have something like this all the time. Like this game I think came out in 96, and if you think about the Sony PlayStation, it come out around 95. So you're just starting to get into something like this, where these companies are, like when I played Twisted Metal the first time, that was a humdinger of a game, man. That was a game, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. That sold the PlayStation to me. Like that game alone. I remember going to a video game exchange and playing that, and I was just like, "Ay caramba!" It's like, yeah, ay caramba. What's that for Ninja Turtles? I don't know why I said that. It sort of just came into my head. I haven't had that word come into my head in 20 years. But hey, there's always I wonder where that word originally came from. I figure it sounds like we're gonna have to do some research. Well, I'm doing voiceovers right now. I can't do crap, but we're gonna create the house of what is it? House of Farfinger. That's your house. I guess that's House of Farfing. Farfing. Yeah, that's it. Wow, crikey. So now 256 color display. Well, we just ignore that. It's some old school stuff. You gotta understand still, like, this is. There was a time when computers couldn't even handle. If it didn't look like something like out of Apple II, that was about it. Even if you look at those early three or four or five Ultima games out of the PC, I'm not talking about the NES. I love the NES. I love Ultima Exodus. I love me some of that. but on the NES. But I want to tell you guys, I had good old games. I had copies of the original Ultima games, and they're brutal. They're brutally hard, to to go from the games we have now to that, because that's called minimalism at its finest. And it takes a lot of imagination too. Nowadays games can flesh things out for you. They could say, well, this is what my imagination thinks it is. Back then, no, it was your imagination. They gave you just the fine tools to be able to do it. So what I'm doing now, we got an issue here, and understand I myself have not played this in so many years. I watched somebody play this. Was his name Lethal Grimfist, or something like that? Lethal, or Grimfist, or something like that. I don't know. People and their usernames. I mean, just call yourself a penny packer or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's easy to remember or not. I don't know. It's kind of a catchy name. I mean, penny packer. It's kind of hard to ignore that. Well, that's why. I mean, like, actually, your last name Farfinger is like fish finger. It's just a funny name. Sometimes funny names to remember. When you just call yourself Fist and Punch, Fisty Fish Punch, punch a lot, or something. I'm not gonna remember that. Like, I'm just gonna go. His name is like Punch, Power Punch, Power something. And so right now I am not doing well because I can't remember how to actually make. I'm trying to make bows, and you can see I'm making resources here. Now I know this is a little bit. We don't do this live. We don't do commentary live while we do this. Well, I'll tell you, this playthrough is going to go great, but the computer probably had no idea that actually it could have easily whooped us if it not only understood that we were doing a really horrible job of just not understanding how to properly make weapons. So pretty much, but the only thing is we're there's a lot of look. This game gets really intricate. Okay, so the guy I watch, he knows how to do this like the back of his hand. He's a smart guy. So this stuff here you're seeing, we just should. I've kind of said this, I've done this game best when I ignore that one screen I just showed you because I don't understand it, and it just it creates a lot of problems. So what it is you got to allocate all these workers to different areas, and so a lot of times what is actually easier is actually to go on the other screens and just sort of like adjust things in a different way than that. Otherwise, it just doesn't go well. And then one way to do it is you physically go on the map. And I didn't figure this out until later. I had forgotten. Is you could turn on mining, you could turn off mining, you could turn on. But sometimes your province might not even have that. You may have to take over another province that does have that. But eventually, in all of that, you're going to eventually be able to do that. So, I'll let you know this episode's long. It's 56 minutes long. I normally I've been trying in my heart to try to cut these episodes down as short as possible. Because I feel like, I don't know, folks, like, Glenn, do you think people watch the full episodes anymore of like on YouTube of game plays, let's plays, and so on? That's Mr. Pennypacker. That's a good question, and I don't know how to answer that. Like, I'm sure there's diehards. Well, see, that's just it. But See, I think the most of the casual audience isn't watching this stuff. They're watching like they do watch streams. They like watching live because they like the live reactions and stuff. And so here's the deal. Right now we are struggling. We are um, now I got the messing with these fields. I all right, like in premise, you'd think, okay, we will for a season make this fallow, and then we'll have it be this, and no, it just stays fallow the whole seasons. Oh boy, so food was starting to get a little low, but we again, this gameplay is going to go okay. It's just going to go fine, but you know, probably if we kept role playing and sort of like the Baron, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's because of the difficulty I got the game at. He's really like he's not doing shit. he's just, he's just sitting there. He's just like looking at the other player, just going, "I'm waiting. Go ahead. If you want to do the whole invasion thing, do it. I don't care." And it's kind of like, okay, but that's the point of the game. Point of the game is, and look, I've seen people play this, guys, and I'll be honest with you. They kind of the way the computer plays, it goes into a province, it jacks taxes up all the way, and then what happens is, what happens is when you jack taxes all the way up, the happy, and you start, you do like 100% of drafting the public from the game into your army. You know what happens? Well, your happiness slides right down into the danger levels. So what happens is two things is going to happen. One, the computer is going to lose that territory to rebels. He's going to lose that territory. It's going to break off from him. But he's going to get all the money, and he's going to also get all the troops from when he drafted all those people. So he can send all that back to his province or whatever. Well, but number two, what could happen is he could be in the process of desolating that. You come in and take that territory from him. Because that's the point of the game. So right now we're going to dispatch a compliment because, and I could just, I could write my own. It's going to just come down as a positive comment, Like I could say something mean, but I don't want to get him all riled up and start making troops and stuff. So I just want to put him in a false sense of comfort. So what's great about this game is it'll say verily, something whatever. But you can delete all that and put in any comment. But it just to understand, it's not like the computer reads it. It doesn't read it. It just reads it as you're an up comment. He says you're basically a kiss ass. But he likes that. He likes that. But he's thinking that you reach too many people and you're a problem. But he isn't doing anything about it right now. You gotta watch out for the Baron. He could be brutal. Once he's deciding you're a problem, he's not gonna stop. He's gonna keep sending troops at you. So you can see I'm now trying to now the season. I'm trying to get those fields going, and I fail brutally at this because I haven't actually physically played this myself in so long. So, and of course, I don't do advanced farming. And then you could do army foraging, and that's rough. That's where the army actually needs food, and they'll take food from the area you're in, and oh yeah, You want to play that game, you can play that game. I'm just not into that. So my goal right now is simply to get my happiness up to about 100. Then I can start to kind of like put taxes on, and you just got to get these people happy. But the problem is again, I couldn't figure out how to get them to make weapons. Like I was getting supplies. I even went out and bought stuff. And so every once in a while they would just make one arrow. It's like, could you please do more? But again, I hadn't played it in like years. I haven't really played it in so long. And the guy I watched, he was to recommend just to make archers because the long distance stuff really like I like that the core of the House of Farfinger. Oh, I couldn't imagine it would be a bunch of Amish style rednecks just sitting around a table, say the core of the House of Farfinger. So, okay, so oh boy, so now we're in winter. Pretty much I'm going to need to start taking a province. So I'm going to pretty much the way we're going to do is go clockwise. We'll take the territory atop of us and go forward, and then we'll finally start taking Baron's territory. We're very lucky right now because Baron, probably because this is campaign mode, so the game starts very easy and then it works and works its way up. Generally, I never actually played the campaign mode. Generally, what I did is I would just play skirmish mode and make up my own scenarios, just like an Age of Empires. Originally, what I would do is I would have every noble on the screen, and it was just such epic craziness. It was just so fun. I think Age of Empires is probably better, but this is some fun stuff. But as you can see, where you have to make decisions, happiness is really good right now. So I went ahead and I'm still keeping tax down. Don't need to do that. The problem is that as you can see, there's no grain production. Like there's a part of me that wants to just say like, no, we gotta focus on grain. Like generally you want to get away from cow eating and stuff, but we have no choice. So I don't know. This game has really got some hard RNG. To be honest with you guys, it's got some hard RNG, and it can be just brutal with you. So yeah, so this is a real brutal game with RNG. And I generally find the longer it takes you to take down the computer, the game just works against you. It just works against you. So if your population is growing super big, and I learned this from watching that other guy. He said this. He said that, so look out. That's when you gotta get the heck out. You have to start moving because they're gonna start throwing like the Black Plague at you, and the Black Plague will just wipe out most of your population. Wipe out a good chunk of it, and send your happiness spiraling. So, and that RNG is brutal. It's just, and here's the thing: is you would go, well, it's balanced because I'm sure it's hitting the computer just as hard. Oh no, no, no! There were times where I was really hardcore about this game, and I would try to ignore the enemy and just focus on my own province. And I would notice that Lily, no joke, all their fields were flooded, and you would think that they were knocked. knocked out of the game. No, the computer didn't even bother to even register it. Like they just don't care. The game cheats. This game cheats. Now the other guy I watched, he didn't really enjoy when I said that, but I actually knew a guy who had this game too, and he flat out said, "Oh yeah, that game cheats," and even people who own the game could tell you it cheats. Sometimes you can love something too much. You can, especially when it comes to things humans make. Things that God you love 100%. You love God all the way. You love what Christ did on the cross. He died for our sins, and and you know, we're eternal security. Once saved, always saved. Enough said. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. But when it comes to the creations of man's hands, you always gotta have a very curtailed love for it. Yeah, you respect things in little ounces, but you don't go all the way. You don't go, well, this thing's brilliant. Now, see, you can see I'm losing my cows. And it's because I haven't figured out yet how to properly get them to grow anything. I'm kind of like, well, what the heck am I doing wrong here? I even at one point turned the slider all the way to grain, but I don't got any grain. So it's kind of like, what am I missing here? And it's because now thinking about if I were to turn it all the way there, it would actually start creating flour because that's the worker manpower. But if I don't do that, um, they're just gonna keep working on you know, resources. You know, I kind of regret not breaking this up a little bit this episode. I really don't like to do commentary this long. It's almost a half hour in. That would be perfect time to break it off, but oh well, it is what it is. So, yeah. Frater always said, he says, like, well, no one really pays attention to this stuff. Couldn't you just, like, uh, just play the same audio over? Well, Billy, that's the old Saturn Ground way. I know how he is. See, Frater is very much at best. He's got a lot of my sneakiness, you know. And so you gotta understand, you guys. When I programmed all of you, you just need to understand. There's a bit of you, a bit of me in all of you, but it's in different ways. With one person, with Billy, though, I'll admit there isn't really anything of me in you. Which is a bit of a shocking revelation, but that's because you are a debug program made by Dark Milo. You're a problem, but you're too powerful for me to do anything. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I shouldn't have probably said anything, but I might as well just go out flat out and say you're part of this damn quantum computer. It appears your avatar is somewhat supposed to be disconnected, but it's clear that the compute that actually that your defense mechanisms to keep the avatar from become truly one with the quantum computer has truly failed. And that is all Dark Milo's fault because he made you for a reason. Is to get control of this world, and I don't know what to say. It's kind of like, oopsie doopsie on my part. Not paying attention hard enough, I didn't know that my programs were gonna actually try to break my computer. Wow. Nobody's watched it. Basically, get you have to hear that part. But well, I mean, it's just we have in my case, I'm Mr. Pennypacker. That there's if you follow my best interests, and we have different ideas to make things better for you, and well, that is kind of comforting, but it makes me a bit uncomfortable. You know, wow, I'm trying to work things with you. I'm trying to now see what I'm doing right now. Finally, something is happening. I do admit these games are not the best for content. They work best for people who grew up with this game. For the kids that are watching people play Fortnite every night, which I'm sure is not as nearly as popular as it was 2 years ago. Even that game's kind of wearing down. Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta close the blind. Gotta close the blind. Okay. Oh, okay. We're going to be invading this province, and finally I can show some battle systems, which is something that's a real good thing. It's always good to have a little action and a little fun, and so you can see I got mostly peasants. With some troops, I was able to get some troops in, and luckily, we're not dealing with much to deal with. You know, uh, Sometimes you're going to get humbled by this game if you go too low on troops. You're playing a game of RNG because you may have like a you know 468, and then the Baron has like double that or something. So you're just playing game. It's usually better to just if you get like the max amount you can have in a platoon or a legion, that's usually better. That's usually a lot better. So now we're attacking. We're now attacking the peasants, attacking the archers, and I'm going to try to kind of flank, get these guys fighting on the front, and I'm going to try to get some guys in the back, of course I could see a guy back there just standing there doing nothing. That's always great. That's always great for, our morale, that, the computer's just too damn stupid. So, and of course, we're wiping the floor with them pretty much. We're pretty much taking the province, and that's of course a good thing. That's of course that's what you want. You want to take that province, take that bread. And the battle is won. You guys finally got to see what it's like when you win. You want to win. That's You just took the province, Burnt Umber. That's the province's name. So now you got that county, and now you're gonna. Oh, I always recommend to just drop taxes down to nothing, because getting these people happy after being invaded is very, very, very important. And you got to get them really, really, really gun ho about the new regime. You got to get them into this because it's. Okay, so what you're gonna essentially do is you're gonna be doing that. You're gonna each county you lower the taxes when you take it over. When everyone's health and everything's back to about 99, 98. You can start hitting them with maybe a percentage or two of taxes. You can then if their food is good, you can change how they feed and stuff. You can try to you can and then you can try to I'm thinking here. And then, after the food is good, then you can take things back to them just working on getting resources. Now, again, in this playthrough, I am just not figuring out how to make weapons. I mean, it kind of comes, it kind of goes. I don't know. It's been so many years. I'm probably not doing something right. At one point in time, I didn't have any troubles. It's just been so long since I played this. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's just some games, look, I'll tell you. You want to know what my favorite game is right now? It's just Tetris on the NES. It's just so simple, so easy, and I could play it right on my computer. I could just play it right on my computer and just that's it. Just play that to my heart's desire. So So then, next, yeah, your next goal should be to get the next province. Then you can head towards you. Yeah, you're good. You're already sending people over. Glenn, I'm now letting you kind of control this. And you can take control of that. I am going to. I'm just gonna take a nap. Oh, Billy, you heard him. I mean, he's gonna take a nap. Okay. Well, I better not hit Vance. Are we doing okay on food? Bro, it says 100 cows. I guess we're doing good, Billy, when it comes to food. I don't know. I'm going to just keep working on food production here. Mr. Pennypacker said he is. Oh, we're getting kind of yelled at here. Okay. He kind of recommended we just go for it. He just says, go ahead, get your guy over there, get ready to take the next province, and just go, go, go. Because he said that, he's having issues too, where he's not entirely sure how we go about making grain and stuff, and that doesn't sound like very promising. That's that's not good. Yeah, oh, that's a quinky dink. That's some big words, quinky dink. Ah. Now we got some mercenaries that have come in. We see you can turn forestry on, turn forestry off, and sometimes, yeah, you can turn on stone making. By the way, Glenn, I want you to go ahead and make a castle. Oh, yeah. So I want you to make that Norman fort right there on the far left. That won't take long. There's a wooden palisade. Uh, just, uh, just go ahead and make that. That way, that province has got that. You just kind of add some extra strength, But of course, like I said, there's a lot I forgot about this game, and But maybe from playing around, you're starting to get some ideas about how this is done. So, okay, there you go. You did it. You got the castle complete. I can go back to bed and just like I said, just get yourself ready. Go take those provinces, and then this episode's a wrap. And you guys need to just. I suggest Billy to write down all the notes for next episode of what I've told you, and he's been doing very well, excelling, and his dumb avatar seems to be fading away, and that's what we want. We want a smart Billy. We don't want that dumb Billy anymore. Although he's not going to be very good anymore for your as a host because he's going to be too smart and boring. So I'm going to be probably if he ever something happened, Glenn, I'm going to get a new co-host for you just in case. I have a guy. He's very cheap. I can get him for very cheap. Well, okay. I mean, I don't think Billy's leaving. Wow. I'm just saying at the rate he's going, it would not surprise me he gets accepted into, gets actually physically invited to a really big university. But you may be right. Maybe he's just gonna play video games forever. Well, Mr. Pennypacker, well, he's going back to bed. It's kind of nice we have another person to talk to on here. I know it's sometimes playing video games is a group. It's a group think, You need a group that kind of tell you, well, hey, don't do that, Okay, and then they could tell you sorry after their idea didn't work. Now we got a drought. Now we got wolves. Oh my goodness me. Oh my by the bayou. Billy, he just went to bed, so I don't think he cares. And now we're down negative goat. We're down negative cows. And it's autumn. So I hope everybody's got enough food to eat. And I'm going to try to kind of shut down some of these production works and because we kind of have to get things together here because we're kind of going all out. We're kind of going out to take this game, take it by the balls. Well, sometimes you got to do that. Well, that's what you got to do. I have to actually give Mr. Pennypacker a ton of credit. I didn't really expect this at all. Like, this game is a really, really, really pound pulsing type of game. Let's see. We got good, Billy. We got more troops than them, so we have a good chance here. We're taking the battlefield, and yeah, this is our time to shine. This is if we watch Mr. Pennypacker do this, now we're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna let these guys get in a formation here, so we know what we're dealing with here. The good news is they've gone ahead and moved their armies. They split it up between the archers and stuff, so we can take them out, and we go ahead and take them out. That's gonna make it easier on us. We can just take out the little lump first, and of course they're already beginning to shoot at us, so we better go bash them good. Yeah, you better take them out. Yeah. We got them totally surrounded. That's good. Okay. So we got them taken out. We need to get everyone back together, and then we'll go ahead and take out the rest. There's only like 100 and 83, 93, 83, whatever. We're looking at a tiny box, folks. I know our eyes may not look so good right now. It's because we're kind of looking at a small box on a screen while looking at our levels and stuff in Audacity. So okay, so here we go. We're gonna start taking this easy group out, and well, Mr. Pennypacker, he did warn. He says, don't always expect the unexpected. Sometimes you could go into a county. He told me, Ian said that you can totally get crushed. That they could actually have an amazingly huge army. Well, yeah, I mean, eh, eh, yeah, didn't he say? He said that actually sometimes there will be clues that they have a huge army because the other lords aren't challenging them because they keep getting just they keep getting crushed. So we won. We won in our territory. This was our territory. Mr. Pennypacker won the other one. House of Farfinger grows. But of course, again, Mr. Pennypacker was having problems with making wheat and flour. Now we got some wheat here. You could see it. So we got it. So now, but of course, remember, he told us we gotta get we gotta get that we gotta get we gotta get some of the we gotta get this happiness up. It's low. So we get the happiness up, and then we get that happiness up. And he said to do that by lowering the taxes down to like zero, because then that way the people are just happy. They're not gonna. They're like, whoa, it's like freaking libertarian paradise or something. No taxes. So then the next goal, of course, is to build an army and prepare to take on the Baron. We're kind of going gun ho. He kind of said to go ahead and just try to win the first map and not focus on like numbers and stuff. So how you doing? I took a nap. It was shorty. It was a short nap. Yeah, so we won a battle. We won a county. Oh, well, that's good. You did by yourself. That's good. Because next show you're all by yourselves and you're gonna have to face more than one lord. You're gonna face two, and it's going to get complicated. There might be alliances. Now you're good. You're combining armies. You're getting things ready to go to take the Baron down. And you got a couple minutes. Maybe you can just do some province management. But yeah, that's how it is. But again, like the issue is making grain. I see some grain right there. 74 bushels. So it is being made. That's good, but it's still cow eating is like probably the biggest one you got. So yeah. So that's kind of the way it is. Um, I don't really, I don't really understand the whole farming system. It's very complicated. I don't. I usually just try to mess with the slider, like you see on that screen. I just mess with that, and hopefully that works out good. And so, it won't be too long. You finish this game, and then you can be ready for next show, and you can prepare to do this by yourself. But so what's the future like? Are we? Well, of course, ideally, what I want you to play is Starfield if it ever came out. That's the only new game I would really care about. We got a problem where I just don't really want to invest in your show because there's just no audience. Like I have the money. I have lots of money. It's not the problem about that. It's just like why do I want to spend money on something that doesn't even get any views? And it's like I mean, and then when I play these episodes on Kick, I do get some viewers, but it's not anything that's going to be like, you're going to get a TV deal or something. It's not. There's no opportunity. This is a hobby. It's not something to be taken seriously. In the old days of YouTube, people didn't make money. They didn't get ad revenue. They didn't get anything. And that's the problem. People get forgetful about this stuff, and so okay, so that's kind of the way things go. And oh, okay, you got another soldier there. I don't know if you're going to combine that or well, Mr. Pennypacker, I think we're going to go for the Baron. Oh, yeah, it's probably a good idea, You don't want to make the show run too long. Just go ahead. Just run everything down. Just go get him, and then he can, his next episode will be challenging. I don't even know if you'll be able to really, because you guys don't have much experience with this, that you'll do all that great. But at least with this episode, we could show what it looks like when you win the game, when you become the king and stuff. So okay, you got that army combined. So you're oh drought, oh drought, and then something else, and we just skip the screen because drought, drought, drought. See, that's the RNG of the game. See, the reality is the computer is got you fight the lords, but then the computer throws the natural nature at you, and it's it would be fair. It would be absolutely perfectly fair if it was happening to the other to the computer lords. With idea that this is a balanced system of RNG chaos, but it's just no, it's just you, the player, gets whacked with these things. Like the real reality is that the computerized lord should be in an equal amount of danger of the Black Death and losing all their cows and fields and all this stuff. Okay, you're going to be sieging. You're going to need a catapult and a battering ram. Oh, crackies, yeah. So you're gonna once that gets going, you're gonna then you're gonna take this guy down. Yeah. Mr. Pennypacker, I guess you could say stone was found. Well, that's nice. It has no bearing on anything. I mean, there's really nothing else to do. I mean, there's like, just hold on a second here. Okay. First, I thought things got muted there. It did get. Okay. Okay, Glenn. Yeah, so if you want to unpaid troops, yeah. So you're running out of money. So what is going on is you're in some serious bahooey. So, oh crikeys, this isn't good. Well, no, it's not. You see, what you got to do is now is you just got to take down the Baron. You basically it's it. That's the end game for this level, is just take down the Baron. But understand, you're still dealing with the RNG. I say, okay, Baron is 144 and you have 717. You literally could probably even get away with not, but let's play a game. Let's just have fun. Okay, so here it is. You're going to siege his little wooden palisade. Every level, the fortress usually gets bigger. First it's wooden palisades, then it becomes much bigger, sort of wooden castles. And now I'm going to warn you, you're going to learn right away. You'll tell a unit to do this, and it just won't. It'll just keep going forward, and it'll just keep getting hit, and it's like, and you're like screaming at it, like, please stop, please, sir, please stop. And like you can see right there that catapult, and it is just like I am like struggling with it. It's just not doing what I want it to do. The archers are pummeling it, and I'm having a hard time getting it to shoot. This was just a terrible idea, and you can see I'm losing. This thing is like getting pounced. So I'm gonna instead grab this, and I'm gonna ram this. And unfortunately, they keep jumping out in front of me. So right there, the catapult's actually now doing its job. Fortunately, I moved it, which was probably a bad mistake, because that these units have a tendency to kind of not do their job. They don't do their job. They're just awful. Uh, so I think we're good. We're gonna just go ahead. We're just going to try to take down that door. But the only problem is, as you can see, they keep moving out, and it pushes the. You see, it's pushing my battering ram. It's going nuts. My battering ram is not obeying me right now, and that's. I literally have to have my guys distracted, because have my oh my god, I lost so many troops right there. And so there, I'm just having them try to get in, and oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in this game. I have not played this game in so fucking long. I just dropped an F bomb, and I just lost practically most of my army right there. And that's way to go, me. But oh, that doesn't look good. Oh my god. And it's because of the archers. The damn archers will get out in front of the thing. Now let's see if it does it again. Okay, no, they're good. But I had to sacrifice some of them, because two of them kept going outside. And what that does is, then the battering ram doesn't want to keep going forward. It'll just do whatever. So then what I have to do is I tell, I'm going to do, okay, Glenn and all, Billy, you're going to direct them all, and you're just going to tell them, go grab that flag. It's in the middle. And they're all going to go in, and you're going to, first combine this, get them all together. Oh, suckering succotash. Yeah, we're just going to get them all together. Get the whole band together. Okay, so you're gonna do that, and then you're just gonna just totally go crazy on them. What I'm gonna do is have these two, and I'm gonna go have this guy go here, and this is gonna create huge distraction, because These archers are going to go absolutely crazy. My units are not behaving. I'll let you know. They're just not behaving, and it's just this is actually quite embarrassing because this is actually the easiest thing right now, and I just can't. I don't know if maybe it's playing just this game on a modern system that it's kind of not entirely being very intuitive. It's just so okay. We're going all in. We're going all in. All right. It was kind of embarrassing, but I'm now going all in. So again, our goal: grab that flag. All suckering succotash. We're all going in. Yep. So yeah, that's what you do. You're just going to go in there. You're gonna. They're wiping the floor with them right now. That's basically it. That's the end of the Baron, and that's good. And let's see, got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 done. And the siege is won. And of course, you've won. You've won that level. That's it. And then next game, you're going to do this by yourself. And good luck to the House of Farfinger. Well, we did it. We won. Oh, we are the king, Billy. Wow. We'll see if you can get the crown again. Yep. See you next time.